Back in October, the Monarchs dominated their first matchup against the Patriots. Can New England get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the London Monarchs and the New England Patriots. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. He stiff arms him. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So first goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 62 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Monarchs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long. And
under pressure, and they got to him again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how much this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Touchdown! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Monarchs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Wilson will throw again. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Monarchs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Gay's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he returns this to the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Too little, cut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards per. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown. A great effort there. And even 90 yards. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Jones under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's third and long. On third down, Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the a touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Monarchs just continue to roll. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Monarchs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got it.
Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Monarchs extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's go.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Monarchs have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this. big lead.
Patriots 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a throw here to his running back.
Whoa!
It still won't go down. And he's got this down to the 35. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
This one complete to Smallwood. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion.